What's up YouTube, it's FitzBro and welcome to the public update preview for Age of Mythology Retold. Now, if you haven't played any of the Age games before, you should know it's very common that they do what is called the pup build or the public update preview leading up to a new patch. So that means this will be kind of a air quote beta branch of the upcoming changes that you can basically play test, and usually it'll be going into effect in the next update, maybe using your feedback to determine which of them are going to stick. Now, as of posting this literally just dropped, so I'm not sure if it is available quite yet, but it probably will be by the time I have uploaded this to YouTube. But essentially, it's supposed to be running from September 27th through the 30th. So, as you can see, that is technically today. So we should be getting into that soon. There's info on how to access the pup, the notes, as well as a discussion forum. I will link this in the description. Please do note, in order to actually view this, you have to be logged into Steam. So make sure you're logged into Steam in order to preview these links. So with that, let's dive into what is changing in this update. Build info, public update preview, October update. Now this is Tim from Microsoft. I don't know Tim personally, but sounds like a knowledgeable guy. And he's going to be giving us information about this. We may update the build with additional fixes. So this is the thread to watch, and we'll update if newer builds come online. So it's pretty much kind of a weekend preview of the upcoming patch. Let's see what's going on. Now, the first thing you're going to see is going to be stability and performance. Of course, these are always nice changes to have. The game has been feeling like it's getting more and more stable. I'm hoping there's something regarding the replays so they don't crash. So I'm going to see if there's anything mentioned here about that. But it doesn't exactly call that out. So a few various crashes and stability updates. I'll let you read that on your own. Feel free to pause if you want to check it out right now. But we're going to keep moving on because I'm mostly interested in the balance changes we'll be seeing. Localization, a few updates for that, as there always is in most of these patches. UI is going to be a number of minor changes to the UI. Notification for full building production queue can no longer be displayed more than once in a row. Interesting. For full production queue. So that'll be helping with the UI. Various changes there. Most of them probably be pretty minor. I'll let you read down your own. Mods fixed a bug causing changes made by players in the editor to interfere with the ability to participate in multiplayer. Some local changes to user files will only be usable in the editor while playtesting to prevent. This might mean that we can get some UI mods in multiplayer, is what I really wonder if that is what this means. Because before, you could get these changes to the UI, but you couldn't play multiplayer with them. I wonder if that actually is what this is. We're going to have to ask Loggy about that, as he's been working on a mod for that. Hotkeys. Control double-click on Atlantean villagers will avoid selecting units that are not performing the same gathering. So a little bug fix there. Hotkeys conflicts are now taken into account when trying to reset hotkeys. And units currently empowering a building are now excluded from the select all. Oh my gosh! I am so excited about that change. That is absolutely massive. So your pharaoh, if they're empowering, will no longer be picked with your select all military. Oh, this is amazing. Egyptian players rejoice. Maybe the biggest update coming in this patch. That's going to really be awesome. Graphics, fix a number of bugs, various things. Super exciting. You can read that on your own. Controller, number of controller updates. Easy military drag select is now an option on Xbox. That'll be nice. And then a number of different quality of life changes there if you are a controller player. Yodesla should be excited about that. Gameplay fixes. Fixes for unit AI behavior on drop sites. You're probably tasked onto nearby dead herdables after building right-clicked on a drop site. So that's nice. I've definitely had bugs where I've shift-clicked my units to go to, go build a drop site, and then they aren't going to the right resource. That should hopefully fix with that. Fix for unit formation that cause units to stand on the other side of large obstacles. Yeah, that's a nice one there. Improve formation behavior when a wall splits the formation. That'll be nice. Transport bug. Chain attack actions. Villagers can now attack move. Ooh! Woo! Watch out! Villagers coming for you. That is actually massive. That's going to mean if you're raiding through a group of villagers, before it was very hard to get them sometimes to attack targets, particularly, if you're using Atlantean villagers, they're really good. Now they can attack move. Villagers are now treated as idle if they cannot build a building they've been tasked to help with. Herdables now die in one hit to prevent unintended favor gains by Norse players. Oh man, I don't even know about that. Fixed selection of settlements during construction stages. Alt right clicking a sky passage will now correctly garrison units within it, except when it can be repaired. Fixed a bug behavior when ejecting from sky passages. I guess heroized units were on Lush were not getting their speed bonus from channels upgrades. It's a little bug there. Atlantean Oracle favor rate has been reduced. No longer counts for garrisoned oracles. Okay, a little bit of change for the oracles. Implode no longer pools in herdables. Well, implode already sucks, so I guess now no more herdables. It's even worse. Proto unit cost modifications done through text no longer allow cost values to go negative. That's certainly a good fix. Placing a town center on a settlement in Fog of War will now refund the player if another player has already built on it. Oh man, that must have been a nasty bug. Huntables that die from damage over time, such as poison, no longer lose all resources. Okay. When tasking a unit performing a charged action to a new target out of its current range, the animations are now reset to prevent attacks on incorrect units. That'll be a nice little bug fix. The rock can now land on empty farms. Yay! Rock buffed. Big week for the rock. Carnivora arms are no longer selected with select myth unit hotkeys. And region is no longer considered a military unit and now has hero scaling per age. So I'd say the biggest thing I see here is going to be the villagers being able to attack move. Some of these formation changes I think are going to be quite nice. Some small changes to the Atlanteans. Let me know if there's anything else that stands out to you. Campaign and specific scenarios. Now, I haven't played the campaign. There's a ton of changes here. If you're really worried about the campaign bonus, this might be for you. Go check this out. I've got the link down in the description. Balance. Okay, the meat and potato. That's what I'm here for. The balance changes. Let's see what we have coming in here today. General Technologies Champion Cavalry research time increased from 20 to 40 seconds. So that's going to be those late game upgrades for your Cav. It's going to be more, take longer to get 20 more seconds. That's going to be pretty significant there. Greek Hades Achilles movement speed reduced from 5.5 to 5.3. So a little bit of a nerf there to Achilles. Man, Achilles was so crazy fast. Not surprised to see that coming in. Poseidon, Atlanta movement speed reduced. Oh, thank God. Atlanta chases down everything. They're crazy fast. I'd like to point out that Atlanta runs faster than Achilles moves on his horse. Is that really true? I don't know. I think so. Pretty crazy. Greeks, Toxites. Rate of fire increased. So it attacks slower. Okay, that's gonna be a nerf to range for the Greeks. Carcinos, that's the crab, just as follows. Hit points has been increased. Speed has been increased. Damage on death increased. Essentially buffed across the board. So the danger mythic crab is going to be stronger than before. Centaur, special attack. Total pierce damage dealt over 5 seconds. Reduced from 28 to 21. Okay. So centaurs have been really, really strong. And this is aiming to bring that in line, that special attack. I think this is absolutely needed. Glad to see this. You know what I'm glad to see? That we're getting a public update preview like a week after we got a balance patch. I mean, when Age of Empires 4 came out, it took like months to get our first patches. And like we saw, I kind of said in my last patch notes, like, I bet you the centaur changes like weren't really in there when they were working on the last patch. A very fast follow coming here with this pup. Good to see. Technology, Spirited Charge from Hermes. Centaur movement speed improvement has been reduced. So they're going to be slower and their special attacks going to do less damage. It seems like an appropriate change to me. Hopefully that brings them in line. I think these Greek changes sound good. If you're playing Greeks, you're like, ah! But Pretty much nerfs for the Greeks. Let's see what the Egyptians got coming up. The War Turtle Mythic Age. Cost has been reduced. Hit points increased. Damage increase. Okay, so the War Turtle has been buffed. I need some extra tabbing here, but whatever. Minions. Ancestors God Power. Mummy Special Attack spawned. Just as follows. Bonus damage versus hero has been reduced. And the movement speed has been reduced. So minions actually getting nerfed there. So that's both the Ancestors God Power and the Mummy Special Attack. Minions are getting a bit of a nerf. Technologies. Valley of the Kings. Okay. I knew this was coming. So Valley of Kings is how you could get like double elephant production, right? In the last stage. Pharaoh Empowerment Training Rate has been reduced, resulting in units being trained slower while empowered after the upgrade has been researched. Okay, so it's not going to train as fast after that's been researched. Very interesting change there. Valley of the Kings now gives less free units. After the upgrade is researched, the training rate of Migdal Stronghold and Barrack while being empowered by a pharaoh has been reduced. Was already present, but has been more pronounced. Example, War Elephant's training speed before would be 10.5 seconds. Now will be 12.06 seconds. So a little bit of nerf to Valley of the Kings. A little slower. Now gives less free units. Hold on. Less free units. It just means it's slower is how I read this. Example. That's a little interesting wording to me. Let me know what you guys think about this. It says gives less free units, but it just seems like it's just, okay, well, they're just coming in slower. It's not like it's changing if you're getting 2 or 1. So I guess that's true. But essentially, Valley of the King's going to be nerfed, as well as minions. God powers. Oh my gosh, Locust, please be a buff. Please be a buff. So Beck, divine damage increased from 0.3 to 0.4. Inattentive villagers, watch out. Okay, so is that going to be the change? I made a joke after the last update. They made Locust Swarm wider, and I was like, great. And now does now does 0 damage over a wider area. Now I guess perhaps it will do a little bit more. 0.4 could be significant. You know I'll be out there. I've been playing literally nothing but Raw since the new patch has dropped. Meteor, crush damage has been reduced. Whoa. Town centers can take an additional meteor strike before being destroyed. And the second one of Masons has been researched. So it looks like they're giving you a little bit of counterplay to Meteor. If you upgrade your buildings, you know Meteor's coming. Perhaps your town center can survive it now. So Meteor getting a nerf. Interesting to because I kind of thought maybe Tornado would get buffed because Meteor is just so much stronger. But maybe now Meteor is going to be a little bit less strong. Is that going to make you choose other god powers? I'm not entirely sure. But essentially, yeah, Meteor nerf, Valley of the King nerf, Ancestors nerf, War Turtle buff seems to be what's going on, and a Locust buff. That's going to be our Egyptian changes. Let me know what you think about those. Let's move on to the Norse. Norse culture. Town Center, Villager Center, and Citadel Center are no longer less wood cost and less hit points. These stats are the same as other civs now. Okay, so just a little bit of a change there for Town Centers, bringing them in line with the other civs. Units, the Jorman Elver, Mythic Age Naval Myth Unit. Bonus first Myth Units has been reduced. So Jorman Elver getting a little bit of a nerf. And God Powers. Gillen Bursty no longer inflicts friendly fire. I didn't know it did that with its basic attack. So largely Norse not getting much of a change. Other than, I guess, this Town Center change. Going to be a little bit significant. Or the Jorman Elver if you're making that in the late stage. But otherwise, Norse rather untouched. I mean, they got a number of nerfs in the last patch, so not entirely surprising. Let's see what the Atlanteans got. Atlantean units. The Man of War, which is a Mythic Age Naval Myth Unit. Divine damage has been increased significantly there. Please check that out. Man of War. Big buff. Technologies. Poseidon's Secret. Oh, here it is. Fixed a bug where it incorrectly gave a 30% discount rather than its intended 15%. So before, or at least right now in live, Atlanteans have really cheap cav if you've got this Poseidon's Secret. Now it's only going to be 15% of a discount. So going to bring that in line. Those are the balance change for Atlanteans. Not really a whole lot. Obviously, that's going to be that's significant, but it was really a bug. And then maps. Highland Shallow connections are now wider. Introduced a 3 shallow crossing. Ooh, so wider Highland Shallows. And now there's a 3 shallow crossing in 1v1 instead of 2 shallows. So That's going to change how this map plays pretty significantly. But with that, guy, those are going to be all of our balance changes for the public update preview of Age of Mythology Retold. Again, I'll leave links down in the description, so if you want to learn how to play, remember you do need to be logged into Steam if you want to try to view these notes. And if you haven't already, join the Discord. Down below, I've got links where we can discuss all of these changes together. I've got channels for each of the Pantheons. And if you're an engineer, software engineer looking to get involved with AoM.gg, I actually have a feature request out there to bring patch notes and things like this into AoM.gg natively. So if you want to get involved with that, join AoM.gg, ask for the dev role, and go head on over to the GitHub. You can get started on that. With that, guys, I hope you enjoy this public update preview. Let me know as you dig in what you're thinking about it. And if you enjoyed this video, of course, consider subscribing to the channel. We've got plenty more content on the way for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.